Beyond the limits of the mind. When we are born, we don't enter a neutral world. We fall straight into a system that starts shaping us from the first breath. Family, culture, school, religion, country, all of them begin to tell us who we are. They fill our minds with ideas about what is right, what is wrong, what is possible, and what is not. Slowly, without even noticing, we build invisible walls around our thinking. And one day, we start to mistake those walls for the world itself. Every person carries this cage inside. We think we are free, but most of the time we simply move inside our boundaries, the ones given to us by others. That's what it means to be limited. It's not just a lack of knowledge. It's a fixed pattern of seeing life. But there's something beautiful about being human. We are not stuck. We can grow beyond what we were taught. We can expand the limits of our mind if we have the courage to see where they are. The problem is, most people never look. They feel safe inside their opinions. They defend them like a fortress because losing those beliefs feels like losing themselves. It's easier to say, "I already know," than to admit, "I might be wrong." That's why the most limited minds are often the loudest. Certainty gives comfort. But growth begins only when we dare to doubt. Doubt is not weakness. It's the first step to awareness. When you start asking questions, real, uncomfortable questions, your old patterns begin to crack. You stop repeating what others told you. You start to see with your own eyes. You begin to live instead of being lived. Ask yourself simple things. Why do I believe what I believe? Are these thoughts truly mine, or were they given to me? What if everything I've built my life around was only someone else's story? These questions can shake you, because to see your limits is painful. It's like dying a little inside. The old you begins to dissolve. But that death is necessary if you want to be truly alive. Many people protect their limits with pride. They say, "I am this way," or "That's just who I am." But that's not identity. That's a habit of thought. You were not born with opinions. You learned them. And what is learned can also be unlearned. To move beyond your limits, you must learn to watch your mind, to see how it reacts, how it defends, how it escapes the truth. When you stop fighting for your limitations, you start freeing yourself from them. This doesn't mean rejecting everything you know. It means holding it lightly. Knowledge is useful, but only while it serves life. The moment it becomes rigid, it becomes a prison. Traditions, beliefs, ideologies, they once had a purpose. But life is not static. The world keeps changing, and so should our understanding. The moment we cling too hard to what we know, we stop growing. That's why real intelligence is not about collecting facts. It's about staying flexible. It's about the courage to say, "I don't know," because "I don't know" is where discovery begins. When you stop pretending to know everything, you become curious again, like a child who touches the world for the first time. You start listening more, observing more, learning more. You stop judging people for seeing differently. You realize that everyone lives inside their own version of reality, and each person's truth is shaped by their limits. Once you see that, compassion naturally appears. You stop arguing and start understanding. So, expanding your mind is not about becoming superior. It's about becoming softer, more open, more human. It's not about knowing more. It's about being more aware. Your biggest enemy is not ignorance. It's the illusion that you already know. The mind that knows everything stops seeing. But the mind that questions, that observes, stays alive. That's the beginning of wisdom. Not certainty, but openness. When you learn to doubt your limits, you start walking beyond them. And maybe, just maybe, that's what evolution really means.